I live in Kane Square, Dorchester.
Okay.
And I was told that the address that I had been living at, I should have been voting around the corner on Bowden Street.
So your name wasn't on the list there?
Right. So when the primaries, I think it was earlier, I think it was almost a year ago, I put in a change of address. The lady said, here, you went through this twice, just put in the card. So I put it in, thinking like today I was gonna got up to go in there about 10 o'clock. 5 minutes in line, they tell me I'm not on the list. I said, you're kidding me. I was really upset. So I said a few words I shouldn't have said, but I thought it was gonna be, it's usually a quick process for me.
Right.
So I told them, I said, now I gotta go all the way to the south end to vote. I said, my address has been changed for 5 years.
This is where you voted previous years?
Yes.
Okay, so they made you basically...
for 60 Hammond Street,
Are you
and I
missing...
haven't lived there.
I'm sorry, are you missing work or anything to have to do this?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. It's just aggravating me because,
Sure,
had a chance to do it this morning, had a doctor's appointment, now I have to stand over here for 2 hours.
Right.
I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, your wait this morning was obviously much shorter, so
Yes,
you've been waiting for
was.
about 2 hours now at this other location.
Right.
So Lisa,
Yeah.
I missed the gap there between when I talked to you outside and now. Do you want to explain what's going on? That's to your knowledge?
I didn't know that I was in the book says an inactive voter.
So it wasn't even a matter of the wrong address, it was a matter of you being inactive.
No,
Do you know what
it
that
is
means?
the wrong address, actually. They still
So
have
it's the wrong
me,
address and inactive?
Yes, they have me listed for an address that I haven't lived at, I believe, for 10 years. And I
You
don't
say you
understand.
registered to vote a year ago?
I put in a change of address form a while ago. I know it should have been through because when they sent the change of address forms in the mail and said put it in before October 15th, I had been did it, so I didn't do it.
You have an ID?
All I have is my work ID with
Okay.
my picture.
Right, I saw that. And it doesn't have an address on it. Okay, so how is, I think,
Oh my God, because they can't get my address right.
So you don't have a driver's license or anything like that?
I lost it just recently.
So bad timing.
so the ballot's going to
Yes.
be counted today.
Okay.
The only thing is that we need to identify the ballots in the challenge process.
Okay. And that is,
I mean, I never had to walk around to prove where I live to vote. I've been a resident since I was born here, so I mean, really,
So
do
in
I need
previous
proof
elections,
that I
you
live
never,
here?
well, you never showed the ID in
No,
previous
I never
elections?
did. Just told them where I lived.
And they
I'm
found
on
you
the
on a
list,
sheet?
and I
Right.
voted.
Will he need
Right.
to fill out this form as well?
not if he's, I don't think if he's an active.
Did they ask for your proof of address after they found that you weren't under the address you said you were?
Exactly. No, well, that I'm not under the address in the book.
Right, and that's when they
But
asked you for your ID, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But downtown says they have me listed as Coleman Street. So
Is your
why
new
don't they
address?
have it? Yes.
So Ms. Mays is listed as inactive from the address of 62 Hammond Street. She doesn't have any of the current address on it, so we're going to allow her to mark the ballot. We're going to go through the challenge process, and the ballot will be counted.
Okay, well, it will be counted. Your ballot.
So David, can you explain a little bit about what he was saying about it being, for the challenge process, just making sure you have records or information so that if it is challenged down the line?
Let me defer to him. She's going to be given a ballot. We're going to
gonna count
do the
it.
challenge process later, which,
We're going to identify the ballot through the challenge process.
Right.
But the ballot's going to be scanned and counted today. Only because Ms. Mays does not have something with her current
Can I
address.
ask you a
Right.
question? Even though they have my new address downtown,
Who does?
the lady called on the phone, and the man told her they got my 6 Coleman Street downtown. So who made the mistake here?
If you're listed at 6 Coleman Street as a registered voter, then you need to go to the address at 6 Coleman Street.
I did go up there, but my name is not on that list.
Then how would they have known it?
And
Don't trust me. I don't know.
for you to
Because
look
I
up a
put in a,
voter.
one of those change of address forms at Bowden Street months ago.
CASTI.
The close of registration was October 15th, so if they
I
received it
put
before
it in
October
before
15th,
that.
it should have changed.
I've been put it in before then. I know that.
And the first name is,
okay, so
So-
we'll let you vote here, and then
Ms. Mays is going to mark the ballot.
All right, Lisa, so tell me how that settled out for you.
I got a feeling that my vote is not going to count in this election, and I'm going to be really pissed off if it doesn't.
So now why do you say that? Why do you think it's not going to be
Because
counted?
downtown's telling me that they have my new address, and in the books up here they're telling me that they don't have my address.
Right. But what did they do inside? I mean, I saw you actually filling out a ballot. What is that?
Well, they had me filling out a,
Oh, okay, we have to go on the sidewalk, I think. Thank you. Yes, you were filling out a ballot. What did they say about that ballot? It was a normal ballot, right?
well, they said that it's going to be counted, but it has to be challenged because of my address.
Did they say it has to be challenged, or did they just need to fill out
he
challenge
actually
information?
wrote on the ballot, challenge.
I see. So they have to verify it, is what they're saying?
Exactly, before
Right.
it's put through. No, they did not tell me that, how the challenge process works with the ballot.
So that's why you're worried that your
Which
vote may not
I'm
count. You don't know what
worried,
that means.
I'm very, very worried. And I got a bad feeling that my vote is not going to count. And this is an important election for me. And I really want my vote to go through. And I wish they would get this straight with changing addresses. They told me to put the form in. I put the form in months ago. Still, they claim I haven't changed my address.